Hi everyone, Heidi from Minds Connect Coaching here. Today I'm coming to you talking about codependency. And what that means and effective strategies that you could use if you find yourself in a codependent relationship to move through that and come out of that, basically. So let's go over the definition first of what codependency actually is, to eliminate any confusion on that and have clarity. In the Oxford Dictionary, the definition of codependency is excessive emotional or psychological reliance on a partner, typically one who requires support on account of an illness or addiction. Now, it's really interesting to note that in that particular definition of codependency, there is no mention of the co-part. So there are usually two people involved in a relationship. There is not just one person. That's a whole nother conversation. Actually, we may touch into that today. So when we're talking about having a relationship with somebody else and that we may be codependent, it means that one person is dependent on the other. If it is quite a toxic situation, it could actually be that both parties are actually dependent on each other, so that you develop a reliance on the other person in the relationship. So that could be for emotional support. It could be mindset as well. If your mindset is not in check and you don't know and you don't have the skills or strategies yet to be able to keep yourself in check around your thoughts and your thought patterns. It can also then become a behavioural thing where you are reaching out and taking actions to seek attention from your partner, from the other person in the relationship. Now, the interesting thing here is that the other person, if one person is dependent, the other person is enabling it. It is also quite possible that the relationship in a codependency can actually have both people being dependent on each other as well as enabling each other to do that. So what does that mean? It means that you're enabling it, you're choosing it, also by being dependent on the other person. If that is you, you are choosing it. If it is the other person, yes, they are choosing it. They may not be aware or fully aware that they're doing it. So my advice often to clients is to come from a place of compassion, if you can, from your heart, and really understand and just accept the person for who they are and that that's where they are. Now, if this is you, if it is you that is the one who is dependent or is in a codependent relationship, like I used to be, then I understand, and it comes, the relief and process through it is much easier when you can start to self-accept. You actually start to accept yourself, that you are doing the best that you possibly can right now in any moment. And then when you're able to have that beautiful self-compassion, you're able then also then to start seeing other people in that light and start saying, oh wow, I see that you are doing the best that you can right now with all the resources that you have, with all the skills and strategies that you've already learnt. You're exactly where you're meant to be, and this is where you are. If you are watching this video right now, chances are that this is opening up your awareness, unless you already are aware of this. So I do appreciate the feedback in the comments as well, whether this has been helpful and whether you have gone through a situation of a codependent relationship. Now, I'd also like to mention here that we are heavily programmed in our daily lives, and this comes from our mindset, right? In our mindset, we are able, in our head and our face, we receive information. We receive lots and lots of information all the time. The thing with all of these huge amount of information that we're receiving all the time, we can't process it quick enough. So what happens is we filter. We have this beautiful part in our brain that actually filters. It will delete and distort information that does not align with our beliefs and our values. So whatever it is that you might believe or that you truly value in your core values, what's happening in your experience of everyday life, if it doesn't align with your values or your beliefs, chances are you're going to delete that information so that you don't actually even fully receive it, or you are going to actually distort it to fit your belief. So you will tell yourself a story to make that piece of information that you're receiving fit your story to match your beliefs and values. We all do this, me included. Everybody out there does this. Anyone that claims that they don't do it, wow, run the other way, because we all do this. This is humans, or this is exactly what we do. It has been proven through science. It's been talked about a lot through mindset coaching for many, many years. Now, you have these beautiful neurons in your brain, in your head, also your heart and your gut. But today, let's focus on the brain up in your head. The neurons in your brain will connect. So you'll have one connect with another neuron, and that is a thought. That's how you form a thought. Now, most of your thoughts are exactly the same today as they were yesterday, unless you choose to intercept them and become aware of what the thought is and actually reprogram, if you like, and start to form new thoughts if those thoughts that you're having are not serving you. That came out rather complex, didn't it? I get very excited about this when I talk about this with my clients, so I'm like keeping a lid on it right now. When we form our thoughts, it's really valuable, it's so valuable to start becoming aware of what those thoughts are without placing meaning. And this is probably the hardest part initially, because in our head brain, we want to make meaning about everything. We want to give a meaning to our emotions. We want to give a meaning to any relationship with somebody new that we meet. We want, we start projecting what's it going to be in the future and all this stuff. So to actually bring your awareness back to what your thoughts are without attaching a meaning to it and letting go of that meaning, not making it good, bad, or ugly or anything else, just allowing it to be there, and then going, is that actually a helpful thought? Is that thought helping me in this situation? This is actually something, the beginning of what can help you break out of a codependent relationship. And when I say break out of a codependent relationship, it doesn't necessarily mean leaving that person. If that person is willing to change and grow with you, alongside you, then it's possible to actually transform a codependent relationship into a really beautiful, loving, supporting, nurturing relationship where you both whole. So this is the goal, I guess, is to start bringing awareness to the fact that you are whole within yourself. All of us can be whole within ourselves. And if you don't feel whole, if you feel like something is missing, that is a beautiful invitation to go within, to drop down from the mind, bring the awareness into your thoughts, but then dropping even lower down into your heart, dropping even lower down into your gut, starting to align these beautiful parts within yourself and bring awareness to the fact that you are whole already. That there isn't somebody else that needs to fill any void. You are not broken. No one is broken. We're exactly where we're meant to be at any point in time. It's the choices we make when we're in every moment, in the now moments, that determine what will happen in the next now moment, that will determine how your life will look tomorrow. Because tomorrow doesn't even exist. It's just, so today is yesterday's tomorrow. We're here already in the tomorrow. So the change happens now. It doesn't happen tomorrow. You don't put it off till the next Friday or the next Monday or the next weekend. Now, that's not to say you can't plan for things. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the change that you want to make, if you're ready to change, if things are not going the way that you want them to go, if you want your life to be even better than it already is, the changes happen now, not later. So I hope that this has been helpful in some way, that you can start to bring awareness to your own thoughts. Bring awareness to what's going on there with your thoughts. Are you trying to fill a void by leaning on another person when there's not actually a void within you? In that void is actually full. It may feel empty at the moment, but that's just because you haven't gone in there and sat in there to find that it's actually part of you. So if you would like to know more about this and how you can connect deeper with yourself, please reach out to me, send me a message or drop me a message below. You can find me at Minds Connect Coaching on Facebook and also Minds Connect Coaching channel on YouTube. I'm on Instagram as well, just starting to really use that. That is in my name, Heidi J. Goodman. So please reach out. Also share this with your friends if you haven't already, in the hope that someone will take something from this that could actually have the potential to change their whole life, the way that they do relationships, the way that you do relationships. And I really encourage the positive feedback if this has had a positive effect in your life, or if this is something that you can start to implement. Once again, I'm Heidi from Minds Connect Coaching. Namaste.